Hi guys, welcome to another episode of The Aspiring Entrepreneur. I'm your host, Hamza Chowdhury. In this video, I'd like to go over our Apple stock, our favorite stock of the channel, APPL. And what a stock, what a move. I know it's been completely in the news, and I'm sure it hasn't disappointed any of you guys. Before I get started though, if you do like this, enjoy this video, please do hit the like and subscribe button to the channel. We're a 100% free content channel and will always be so please do support the channel. And again guys, I appreciate it. We did reach 1,000 subscribers about a couple months ago, and I appreciate it. We're going to be on our way to 2,000. And as always, if you have any questions or comments on anything that we do talk about in this video, do please add them comments below. Apple's just been a super solid stock. I mean, we've talked about this thing from the moment it was down, in the bunkers at 107, and we talked about, not being worried about it and just sort of pricing out the levels, and it's been a very predictable stock, really following obviously the market. We did have that sort of scare around the election time, and we rebounded. And every week and every month we just hear something new. The last month it was the MacBook and having the own chips and cutting out the middleman and improving their margins. And now, we're hearing about the iCar that's going to come out in 2024. And we know Apple has the money to do that. And I know that any Apple fan's going to want to buy an Apple car. And the stock has been completely bullish. As always, one of our favorite indicators, the Bollinger Band. We've been trading on this upward band, and I actually feel like a really great trading opportunity came on December 21st when we were down as low as 123, and I was actually looking to do a lot of sort of calls out of the money here in the 125s when we were dip buying, and we just made a solid retracement all the way back, guys, to now where we're trading in the 137s. And now we're essentially hitting all-time highs, and honestly, I didn't expect this amount of momentum coming into the end of the year. I mean, we were already rebounded most of the losses that we had after the earnings, and the 120s was sort of going to be there was going to be several resistance levels in the 120s, and we had just sort of a 3-month period of consolidation, right? So if you look at what happened in September after the split, as Apple sort of unwounded its gains and essentially dropped about 20%, we really traded sideways between 105, 107 up to like 120. So it was about a $15-20 range. Really didn't do anything. And after it exchanged hands so many times and the float rotation took place over these last few months where people were buying and selling the stock, that just the news just kept coming out, and it just seemed like the last couple weeks, we've really traded, from the low 120s. Now we're already about to hit all-time highs. Okay. And if you're not sure what that looks like, so if you go back here to the post split and you see this sort of large red candle, we hit a high of 137.98. Okay. And today, believe it or not, we actually hit a high of 137.34. Okay. So we're actually trading pretty much at all-time highs. And obviously, look left, know where your resistance is going to be, which is at 138. So, in short, the answer is yes. We will be testing all-time highs as we are, and we will be probably setting new all-time highs pretty shortly here. And, again, given this substantial move and really no time to really consolidate and don't be surprised, and don't, what I would do if you're sort of day trading it is understand that you want to cash out some of your positions at the resistance. You can always dip buy back here once we get to these levels here in the low 130s, and then you can obviously come back up here once we start to make the new all-time highs. Okay, so what I expect is for tomorrow, which is Tuesday, December 29th, is that we'll retest the highs of the high 137s. If we come back in, then like I said, we can always dip buy anything in the low 130s. And then, like I said, I expect definitely a pushback. Okay. So again, solid stock, great future. It's one of our favorite stocks on the channel. And like I said, if you're an Apple long, as always, you're cash money. And same game. You can always play the calls. You can play them anywhere here in the 120s, 130s at this point. And like I said, they're super solid. One of the trades that we talked about back here in October was the January 15th calls at 125, and I looked at the price, and they were going for like $11 to $12 a contract, which is essentially 100 shares. It's $1,100 a contract, and it was just amazing because that same contract back around the election was actually going for literally $2 to $3. So that means you could have quadrupled your money just holding on to one call contract. So let's just say you're someone who doesn't have enough money to do 100 shares of Apple, which at the given price of $137 would be about $14,000. And so let's say you wanted to do one contract, and the contract was going for, let's just say, $300 back in end of October. So that, what I'm saying is, essentially you could have taken that $400 investment, and today that investment would be worth about $1,200 in about two months. Okay, so that's the power of options, and that's something I do encourage a lot more on the channel than probably maybe other YouTubers, just because I feel like not everyone wants to be exposed to the amount of risk involved with stocks, and also the amount of money that you need to essentially buy some of these stocks that are a little more expensive than, like the Planeteers and some of the other, like GameStop and AMC's and just whatever, a ton of other stocks out there that are, under $20. So solid calls on Apple. Definitely, if you're buying puts, it's usually hard to trade Apple when you're trying to bet on something that's clearly bullish and making its way to all new time highs. So with that said, guys, congratulations on a solid year, a happy holidays, and a happy new year, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.